First off, I want to say all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles, elders of GMS, Great Millstone. Honors to you, brothers, in the highways and the byways, teaching this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom. This is Brother Kabash again, GMS Sober, Yashrala, coming at you with another short lesson on the importance of being focused in this truth. Right now, for the past couple months, other very important prophecies seem to be speeding up. For example, the war between Russia and the economic collapse, the new UN mandates passing out to seize control of the internet, right, and the whole rift between nationalism. For example, the Brexit move and the rumors of the Frexit move and the globalism movement, which is the idea of one world government, right? All these things happening around us, showing us that the end is just around the corner. I mean, I know we've been saying that for years. The apostles been saying that for years, but now more and more apparent. Right, the end is in sight, if you want to call it that. Right, so demons gonna be attacking brothers more. The devil gonna be saying a lot of things to distract you, right, to cause you to not be focused on what's important, right? So the onus is on brothers to be focused on these prophecies, be focused on the kingdom, first and foremost, first and foremost be focused on the reward, and we have countless examples of not only spiritual men, but carnal men who strive to get a carnal reward, right? They focus on the goal and they do anything to achieve that goal, right? Not deviating to the left or the right, no matter what circumstances they pass through. They just focus right ahead of them on the goal, right? It's the same mindset brothers have to have in this truth. Be focused on the kingdom and the reward, so that anything that's happening in and around you, you don't lose focus, you don't get distracted, right? You don't fall off by the wayside, right? Let the promise of the kingdom and the promise of deliverance be enough to motivate you through the grace and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? So, without further ado, let's just get into the first scripture. This is 1 Corinthians 9, start verse 24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. Right? So, this race that we're in, this truth, we run to obtain a prize, and that prize is the kingdom, right? Being hopefully a part of the elect, the ruling government of the nation of Israel when we get established in the kingdom. We prophets who are out here teaching aspire to be a part of that, right? So we run to obtain a prize, and that's the prize, to be joint rulers with Yahweh Shai, right? And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible, right? So for example, a boxer who wants to be the world champion, right? He will focus on that moment when he lifts the championship belt, right? And imagine the uproars of the crowd around him, and the great feeling of pride that he would feel at that moment. And he uses the feeling or the image of that moment to fuel him, right, through the countless hours of hard training, to the battles that he would fight. So he uses that moment, he envisions that moment and uses it to fuel him. Well, it's the same thing for us brothers. We have to focus on the kingdom. This is why it's important for brothers to read scriptures that remind them about the reward that we will be getting from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because it will help us to focus on it. Right? As Paul said, roughly paraphrasing, that the reward that we will get, can't be compared to the sufferings that we're going through now, right? So can help that reward can help to motivate you, right? I therefore run not as uncertainly, so I fight not as one that beateth the air, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest by any means, when I have preached the gospel to others, I myself should be a castaway. Right? Now, let's jump to the other scripture. Alright. This is Luke 21 and verse 34. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your heart be overcharged with surfeited and drunkenness and the cares of this life, so that they come upon you unawares. Right? Meaning you lose focus. Right? You start thinking about the situations that surround you in this world, like probably your relationship, if you have a woman, your children, your job, little things like that. You start focusing on that instead of focusing on doing the work, being around brothers, focusing on the prophecies, going out there in the highways and the byways, and on the kingdom. Right? You've lost focus on what is important, right? And it's easy to do that. It's a constant struggle to remain in the spirit. It's a gift, first of all, from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, so we have to constantly pray, and we have to constantly be occupied in prophecy. Right? Verse 35, for as a snare shall it come upon all them that dwell upon the face of the earth. Watch ye therefore, right? Be focused. Yeah. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape the things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. Right? So you have to be focused in order to be accounted worthy to escape the things that shall come to pass. Without that focus, without that laser focus on what's important, you're going to fall off. Right? Let's just get the last scripture and wrap it up. This is Hebrews 12 and verse 2. Looking unto Yahushai, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of Yahweh. Right? So he said that for the joy that was set before him. So he was focused on that joy. Right? He was focused on that reward, on that image of sitting at the right hand of the Father, with everything being subject to him. So he could use that image of the joy, to endure the cross. Right? He used, the reward to comfort him through the tribulation. That's why we have to use the word to comfort ourselves, the promise to comfort ourselves. Right? Let me just get one more scripture, because that came to mind. Let me just see if I can get it. Psalms. Bear me a moment, brothers. Psalms 119 and 52. I remember thy judgments of old, O Lord, and have comforted myself. Right? So we have to be focused on the promise. We have to be focused on the judgments and the promises of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, in order to comfort ourselves and remain focused. Right? Only then will we be able to endure the sufferings, to remind ourselves why we are suffering, why we are going through this. That the kingdom is worth it, far more worth it. Right? Only then will this seem easier. Right? So with that, I hope brothers learned something. I hope this was edifying and exhorting to brothers. So with that, we say Kalalal, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, double honors again to the apostles of GMS, and Shalom to the elect. Shalom.